Good day, brothers and sisters. This is Brother Gamero from the North Shore Stake Sunday School Presidency, and this is just a short educational help on how to use PowerPoint to help your classes maybe perhaps go a little bit more smoothly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen with you and show you the PowerPoint that I have made for this particular thing. If I can get this to get out of the way. Come on, move. There we go. Slideshow, play from start. So this is kind of a how to use PowerPoint a little bit more effectively. And what I'm going to do is show you how to use the bottom left toolbar right here. And the way I do that is simply go here. And this is just a slide from another class that I had been teaching. I want you to look down right here. If you can move these, you can actually see that there are 5 different options. And the one that I want to focus on is the one with looks like a pencil. So you click on that and it brings up this right here, and it'll bring up here. Let me show you. Oops. This. Yeah, nope, that's one too far. It'll bring up this. And that allows you to get a pen or an arrow or a laser pointer for you to use in your particular lesson. See here, let me show you. I'm going to pull up mine right here. I actually like the laser pointer because it looks a little bit cleaner and so on, and from what I've seen. But if you want to kind of go along with the video or the PowerPoint with your class participants, you can kind of direct them and guide them to where you want them to look on that PowerPoint. If you want to make a notation, you can go back to that same thing and you can switch to a pen and you can circle that or make a check mark there or underline this or whatever that might be. And then when you finish with your PowerPoint will actually ask you if you want to save those notations. I don't. But that's one different way. And then another way is that you can do is you can actually use just the arrow that you, oops, I went too far, but the arrow that you normally have, but that they can see it. But that's one way to give them, yeah, again, I keep getting thrown off because I think that this right here that I'm looking at, this right here is the one I just pulled up, but it's not, it's a screenshot. But so go ahead and use this. And it's again at the bottom left of your screen. You may have to move your cursor a little bit to get those to pop up, and then just click on those and that'll help you. And then you can also keep your laser pointer going the whole time. If you move your cursor to the laser pointer to the bottom, again to the left, it'll bring up the arrow and you can jump to the next screen. And that is a great idea, is to have a co-host. And let me get myself out of the way here so I can see what I'm doing here. But the way to get a co-host, and the reason why is because many times teachers get laser focused on their lesson. And I've had this happen myself where I almost get into like a panic of, oh no, someone raised their hand, or oh no, someone's kids are talking in the background and they aren't muted. One of the ways, if you don't feel comfortable doing all of that while you're teaching, which I don't blame you because it happens to me, is to give yourself a co-host. Actually, maybe call a friend or a member of the ward, or maybe a member of the Sunday school presidency. Hey, can you be the co-host during this meeting, so that if someone does raise their hand, or if you do have certain, a certain family that's maybe listening, but their kids are talking in the background or screaming in the background, which we've all had, and but they haven't muted themselves, a host can actually do that. Let me show you how to and both co-host and co-host can both do that. Let me show you how to do that on the Zoom screen. This is again only for Zoom. If you go down to the participants, click on the participant list, and it'll take you here. And I'm the only one in this particular Zoom right now, or actually this is a screenshot, but what it does is it says, hey, I'm the host of this. But what you can do is someone else on that list, you can click on them, and as soon as you put your cursor over their name, it'll give you the option to make them a co-host, and then you can do that. And what they can do is, if you have that someone who's not quite muted and there's noise in the background, they can go and just go click and mute them real quick. Or if someone's raising their hand, they can interrupt you. Brother Gamero, Brother Johnson has something he'd like to say. That would be a great way to do that. So anyhow, that's what the helps that I was giving you. See, if you can see that. Would you like to keep your ink notations? I always put discard. unless you want to. But that's not what I wanted. Wrong button. Stop share. That's the one I wanted. So those are some helps that hopefully will help you as we continue with virtual Sunday school. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to send me a message. My email is lancegamero@gmail.com, LANCEGAMERO at Gmail. And I'll be more than happy to help you.